Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So I've been sitting here for about 90 seconds talking to you guys, and you guys never knew it because apparently I did not realize I hadn't started the stream. That was awesome. And yeah, give me a minute here, guys. I have like 4 tabs open because I want to have both of my chats open because I'm also on. If you're seeing me on Twitch, I'm also on YouTube, and if you're seeing me on YouTube, I'm also on Twitch at the same time tonight. So I'm trying to get my screens organized here. I had them organized, and now they're not. So I'm seeing the chat, but I might be a minute behind getting this set up. Okay, let's mute that. I don't need to hear that. Yeah, mute it. Oh, sorry, guys. I am. Okay. 1 tab down. Can I still hear 3 things in my ear? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's weird. Now I don't hear anything. Weird. Should hear the YouTube one still. Are you guys hearing me? Okay. Well, that one's. Okay, you guys can hear me. That's good to know. Excellent. All right. All right, I gotta get my stream little page thing that I had set up here reset up. I thought for a second I accidentally had turned everything off, and I didn't know if I didn't know how to fix it. All right, I have both streams open, same time. Excellent. So it's gonna be a little chaotic trying to remember which stream is saying which, and we already have Gary jumping in here with a super chat, which I don't even have my StreamYard tab open, so I have to do that now. So I can. I wonder if will StreamYard show me both comment sections at the same time? That'd be handy if it does. Oh my god, I think it does. I do need to mute this tab. Okay. We have Gary here. Gary jumping up with the big questions. Hey, will Flash and Superman have any more breaks this season? Flash does not. Flash is running through from here to the end of the season. I think Superman and Lois might have a break, but I can't say with 100% certainty that I know that to be a fact. Oh, I just noticed it does not show all of. Wait, yeah, show all. Why is it? Okay, this is weird. This is freaky weird. Okay, so for some reason, StreamYard doesn't show me the Twitch comments. So I need to keep StreamYard open, but sitting there in the background. Superman and Lois might have another break. If they do, I don't know when it is, and I don't know how many weeks. But it probably isn't going to be very long because they got to have that wrapped up in the next month and a half, 2 months. Season finale is June 27th. There you go, Gary. Season finale for Superman and Lois is June 27th. So we probably have. What do you guys think? Probably a 2-week break somewhere in there. What are they just had episode 6. So Probably a 1 week break somewhere, Gary. Maybe 2 weeks. Might be 2 weeks. I'm doing the math off the top of my head real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press Gary's other super chat, who has a question and goes, why does Superman have so many breaks? Well, they don't. Have they had a break? They have the one break that they just had that everybody had for who knows what reason. Like they did, it wasn't just them. Flash was also off. Gotham Knights was also off. All their other shows were off. So it wasn't just Superman and Lois. Yeah, see a sneak peek for the Flash episode. For tonight's episode, if it's for tonight's episode, no. I will never, to the end of my days, understand why the CW puts out sneak peeks for things 9 hours before it's airing. No one's going to give a fuck. 3 days before, sure, people are going to look at it. Even I'd say maybe 24 hours before, some people might still watch it. But you put it out the same day the episode is coming out, no one's looking at it. No one gives a fuck to watch 4 minutes of content that they're going to see in like 8 hours anyways. No one, you know? Another 99 cents from Gary there. Thank you. Last season, why did they have so many breaks last season? No one really knows the full answer to that. By the way, guys, over on Twitch, I do see your chats. Sorry if I'm not answering anything that's coming up there. I am very confused why some comments are show. You know what? Actually, I gotta look at this. Okay. We had Tugo, Davix, and Laura over there comment. Do I see those comments over here? Yes, I do see all those. Okay, so StreamYard is showing them to me. The only one that seems to be missing is Marco's comment. I'm really sorry about that, Marcos. I don't know why it didn't show yours and yours only comment. Every other comment I've gotten from the two streams seems to have showed up. But I saw your comment over there. Thank you. Welcome. Am I excited for tonight? Yes. I think you'd have to be a liar to say that you enjoy the Arrowverse and are not excited for tonight. I think that would just be a bold-faced lie by someone. If the chat's still going after the episode, you'll jump back in. Fair enough, Lionel. It will be. I don't know how long after the episode finishes I will still be chatting. Could be 20 minutes, could be an hour. I don't think I'll be going like 2 hours because, I mean, I'm doing this pre-show thing plus the time of the episode. So it is 4:45 my time right now. So the episode starts at 5, so it ends at 6 my time, which is in an hour and a quarter. You should assume that at least until an hour and 3/4 from now, I will still be on. After that, it starts to get into a question mark area of how long do I want to be on? How much will there be to talk about? How many people are in here? All of those smaller details. If it's busy, I can see me going a couple more hours. If it's not busy, I can see me wrapping up in half an hour. That's kind of a play it by ear feel out of how it goes, you know. Did you watch Gotham Knights? I haven't seen Gotham Knights yet last night. I saw Superman and Lois. I haven't seen Gotham Knights yet, though. The last couple of weeks, I have been really behind on my shows, and Gotham Knights usually gets the short end of the stick, and they did again this week. I will see it later tonight or tomorrow morning, but I haven't seen it yet. Do you think this episode will top the episode before they went on break? Yes, of course. I think even if all of the actors on the show purposely, intentionally tried to do their worst in this episode, it would still be better than that episode. Just, that's the way I think it is, Sorry if I've missed any comments in the chat. I realized early on that this is a jumbled mess, and I'm now realizing I may have missed a comment here or there. So I'm just going to go through hellos now, because I know I missed a bunch of people from the start. First of all, hello, Destroyer. I know you were in here way long ago. You're probably long gone. Hello, hello, Knight 8902. Hello, the Flash Familia. Hello, Lionel. Hello, Davix. Hello, Robert. Hello, Eddie. Hello, Lionel. No, I already said hello to Lionel. You don't get two hellos. No, trying to sneak in for a second hello. Hello, Gary. Hello, Laura. Um, hello, DeMarie, who just snuck in here right now. Welcome. And hello, Marcos, who I know is over on the Twitch stream, and for some reason his comment didn't show up in the combined chat. I don't know why. Only comment so far I've seen that has not shown up in the combined chat. Weird. Hello, CD. Hope is well. Dropping in to a thumbs up, like. Have a great stream. Heck, I'm excited for tonight's Ep of the Flash. I'll be here from time to time for the stream. Welcome, DeMarie. Yeah, it should be good. Hopefully. And by the way, I saw that you played some of the challenge links I posted. At least somebody is playing them. Excellent. Gotham Knights was pretty good. That's good to hear. I am glad to hear there are people enjoying it. I would have told you 6 months ago I didn't know if I would be following it this long, but yeah, so far I've been enjoying it too. I'm not loving it, but I am able to watch it. You know, like if you ask me, Naomi, lost me after a couple of episodes. That other show the CW had, Tom Swift, lost me after a couple of episodes. And it wasn't that they were bad, by the way. It wasn't that they were bad. They just lost me. I got disconnected from the show for a little bit and never got back into it, And it's that little moment of disconnection that is enough for me to stop watching a show. Not that I don't watch the show ever again, but 78% of the time, probably the case. Do I think Lois will die of cancer? I don't, Gary. I mean, she is one of the two main characters of the show. Just saying. That'd be like if you had Mork and Mindy, and one of them died in the middle of the series. I mean, I don't know why I brought that up as an example. Like 3 people in the chat might know the show I'm talking about. That'd be like trying to think of a show that's on nowadays that has a 2-character title. I don't have one off the top of my head. You got your TV set to CW? Well, that's good. That's good. I did enjoy Superman and Lois last night. I still don't like Jordan's new suit. They need to change that. Well, we haven't really seen it. We saw like a few seconds of it in some dark setting. We'll see. I'll give it a daytime scene to really tell you how I feel about it. Who's ready for tonight's episode? I think everyone's ready, Demi, and welcome. And same to you, Timer, or is it Timer or Timer? Welcome, both of you. I'm enjoying it, but I doubt it gets a season 2. Yeah, so do I right now. I mean, it's really hard to bet on anything for the CW. It just, it is how it is. Give me a second. I just got a DM I got to read. I forgot a DM someone a while ago. Just misspelled the last word as I sent it. I realized I misspelled it. Oops. All right. Where was I? Back to here. Can I send you the link? The site that I use, Alex, you pay to use. It is $3 to use it for a day. So if you are not trying to pay, I don't have a link for you. If you are trying to pay, I can reference the link. that is, I think, a thing a lot of you guys, you got to decide how important do you want to see the episode right away. you know, like there's a reason I'm not paying for Superman and Lois and Gotham Knights because I just don't need to watch it right away, but I will watch this one right away. And speaking of that, I'm purchasing mine right now so I don't forget like a minute before the episode starts. You don't want to pay? Yeah, see, that's what I thought. And I understand. I go out of my way to try and watch things as often as possible for free, but all my free sources are like dead, man. I don't think there's any free sources out there that aren't deeply hidden somewhere. I think the days of those type of things are dead. All right. Sorry I'm yawning. This is kind of weird. I didn't get up super late or super early, so I shouldn't be yawning at 4:45, 4:50 in the afternoon. All right, 8 minutes to the episode, guys. Who's going to hang out throughout the episode? That's the big question. Can't wait to see the reactions to tonight's episode. Yeah, me either. I'm pretty sure, long as somehow they don't fuck this up, I will be spending the next day clicking on every reaction video I can find. And any of the ones that have like the long form on their Patreon, I'm probably watching those too. Long as I don't have to do the sync up with code thing, because I can't be bothered to look for a copy of it. I can't get into Superman and Lois because of disconnect. The disconnect of what there, Tamir? You wanna give me a little heads up on what you mean there? Sorry, I missed a few chats here. Let me try and get caught up. I missed a bunch. You have to remember it's a prototype suit. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be very mad if they don't bring Savitar and Zoom's original. Bring back Savitar and Zoom's original Lightning. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. This season, Superman and Lois has really humanized Superman in ways season 1 and 2 have with the Lois cancer story. I'll tell you right now, I am loving the story. I understand 101% why there are people who will not enjoy this storyline. I will understand there will be people that will never watch these episodes because of the storyline, and I respect their feeling for that. Almost everybody I know in my life has dealt with somebody that's gone through some form of cancer. So it is a hard topic for a lot of people to just like sit down, watch TV, and not think about that. So I understand that. But the seriousness of the topic and how amazingly well they have handled it is top notch. By the way, now that we know, spoilers, by the way, anyone that didn't watch last night's Superman and Lois, we're talking spoilers here for a minute. I am sorry. I'll type in the chat when I'm done talking about Superman and Lois spoilers so you can come back. I will put in chat done Superman comments when I'm done talking about the thing I'm about to talk about. Now that we know who Onomatopoeia is, and we know that is the woman that Lois went to lunch with and all that stuff, I'll tell you right now, you want to know how you know they're doing a good job with the show, or why they're doing a good job with the show with this storyline? Dia Vidya, I hope I'm getting her name right, but that is how it looks to me. Dia Vidya, the actress playing Pia, is an actual breast cancer survivor herself. And she said on an Instagram post that she gave her input to the show writers and producers and creators on her personal experiences with it, and she feels that they portrayed that through on the thing. And I have a hunch, I can't say with certainty, but I have a hunch. I bet you some of the other people in like that support group meeting, they probably tried to find people that have a connection to that as well. Just a feeling based off of that one casting decision. So great on them for like
taking on this topic and getting input from people who really might actually have some input on it, Superman spoiler talk. Done? Okay. Um, hey, that's cool. It reposted it twice with the YouTube and the Twitch link both showing for me. That's funny. Did I miss any other comments? I probably have. Um, Flash movie's going to be epic. It hopefully will be. Who else is going to be mad if they go? Oh, I read that long while ago. Sorry. Hoping tonight's episode is really good. Hello, Janelle, and yes, me too. Excited for the episode. Been waiting. I did rewatch the entire Crisis on Infinite Earths to see tonight's episode. Interesting. I've watched that so many times. That and Crisis on Earth X. I have watched those over and over and over between just in general and in reaction videos probably 20 times. When's it at start? In about 2.5 minutes. You'll check back later. All right, Lionel, have a good one. I will see you in the future. The Arrowverse. That was in reference to, I forgot what the comment was. Excuse me. Oh, the disconnect from the Arrowverse. Understandable. I understand time here. Fair enough. Yeah, I can understand that comment. Hello, Abdul. Welcome. I can understand the disconnect. Because it's not connected to the Arrowverse. I definitely get that. I am just going to put out a tweet letting people know I am live right now and for the show. So give me a second here. All right. Did anyone confirm if Grant is in the Flash movie or not? Yes, Grant Gustin confirmed he is not in it. He did an interview. I don't remember which interview it was because I don't care enough to keep track of these things, but I remember reading it, and he explicitly said he is not in it. So unless they bought footage from the show, he's not in it. He did not film. He physically did not film a scene for it. So he might be in it if they like do a like reuse scene like they did in Titans. But he himself did not film nothing for. He filmed 0 seconds of footage for the movie. So that's the best way to put that. Excuse me, I just got to blow my nose here. I'm sure most of you know I was sick for like 2 weeks. Still, just, like anybody when they've been sick for a while, it's still kind of just lingering there. But I'm like 97% better. But still have a little stuffy nose. Could just be allergies. Could be seasonal allergy stuff for all I know. It could be a secret. Well, he wouldn't have said in the thing that he wasn't because it came up on it. Like the person said something about like a lot of people have asked about the movie or something like that, and he's like, yeah, I'm not. Like he just straight up said I'm not in. Not anything like, oh, I'd love to be in it, or oh, they tried to make it work or anything like that. He's just like, yeah, I'm not in it. Like I can't remember the exact wording he used, but it was something along those lines. How am I feeling? Pretty good. Pretty good. Like you just heard me on like. It's funny, I just cleared my throat, but I haven't really been doing that for a while. This much talking's probably not helping, but it's just a little sinusy congestion, which could just be allergies. All right, I think we're about to start, guys. Episode is now on. Sorry if I'm not answering chat often. The first time Barry turned 30. Oh, we got a cicada reference. Okay. Diggle! Wally! 1 minute into the episode, we already have Diggle and Wally. Detective Singh is even there? Episode just started. Yeah, I'm watching it on stream, so it's usually about 30 to 90 seconds behind. Just try to remember that, too. Party people! They're squeezing everybody in there. They got Singh in there. They got the new chief who's named Kramer. Was this going to be the bow and arrow that we saw in the preview? Aw, poor Dig. Yes, display it in the hall. Let's see the hall. Let's go to the hall, everyone. Not that hall. Not that hall. The actual hall. Karaoke? It's like listening to the Spice Girls live. Uh-oh. That's not good. Great to see Wally back, by the way. This isn't Wally. Or it is, it's fake Wally, the one he was just talking about from another timeline. Happy birthday, Barry. Don't drink that. There's something wrong with it. We know you pass out in the trailer. Of course, Iris is the first one to go down. Good to have blood work back, man. He was so good. All right. Fun start. Whew. So much to see in the chat. I'm probably going to fast speed through some of this because I think I'm not going to have time to read it all. What is the percentage we see Chillblaine tonight? Pretty low. You can see Wally again. Yeah. And Kramer. There's the Arrow. Yep. Well, maybe Diggle will get to say goodbye tonight. Maybe. But that would imply that Oliver dies again. Yeah, that Chester Allegra scene, probably one of the best scenes there's been with those two. I know people are going to harp on it simply because people love to hate on that duo, but that scene was good. This is the part where Barry tells everyone to stop drinking. Yes. It's not Wally, it's blood work. Yeah. So that Wally scene was super sus, by the way. Like, he's like, oh, all this stuff, and then all of a sudden he's like, just forget about it. I'm weirded out by that. You enjoy blood work as a villain? Yeah, he was fun. How did he get out of prison without letting Argus? Uh, don't know. We will have to find out. Bloodwork was probably Eric Wallace's best arc. I think that's actually a fair statement. How do you think Wally will come back? Well, technically he is back. How do you think Oliver will come back? I don't know. What if Oliver dies for a fifth time? Well, I mean, Sarah's died like 43 times, so I mean, is it even that special? Wally wasn't acting like himself in that scene. Yeah. Well, he actually was up until those last couple of lines. Those last couple of lines I found really weird. Up until then, I just assumed it was Wally because he kind of has that like flaky personality. Like, he goes to the Himalayas to like get in touch with his like magic aura bullshit and all that. Very Wally-ish things. But the last couple of lines, I'm kind of like, something's off about him. I don't know why. But yeah, solid start. Solid start. All you guys have to do is not mess this up for 50 more minutes. That's all, guys. 50 more minutes, and I think you can win back some of your fans. What if Thawne stole Wally's face? I don't think so. I mean, it would be. I don't know. Here we go. We're back. That was a cool scene. I already am in your head. I knew it. Where the hell did everyone go? Why am I not getting to the... Oh, there it is. Run, Chester. Run. Wow. They had Sindel carrying some big minutes in this episode. His daughter? Oh, never mind. Does Wally have a speed? I don't know. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Everyone gets to play zombies? Yeah. Looks like it, eh? Um. I was waiting for when he says one game. Fight season 6. What is this? Is this the moment Bloodwork was waiting for? Well, it sounds like it the way he worded it. Probably Bloodwork doesn't have the black thing on his face like he did in season 6. I don't know. Run, Chegger, run. Yeah, that's technically happening. You like that line, "Run, Chester, run"? Yeah, that should have been the name of the show. Sounds like a movie villain with that voice. Oh yeah, he's done a great job with this character. Chester is the key. Maybe images of his mom like Savitar did to him. Yeah, I saw that one like quick clip of his mom in that flashback there. And you see how we had all those trash episodes. Well, we haven't had a lot in the way of like super special effects yet. Um, but the cast Cast prices probably a bit, but we are definitely still waiting for Mr. Oliver Queen to show up. I'm glad they didn't say run Barry run yet. Give them time. Give them time. Could you imagine if Oliver shows up in like the last 2.5 minutes of the episode and that's all you get of him? People would lose their shit. There would actually be a riot. Oh, that looks delicious. I haven't had KFC in a long time because I find their chicken just doesn't settle well with me. But this thing they're showing on TV right now, mac and cheese bowl, looks, oh my god, that looks delicious. Commercial break. Speed it up. How did Bloodwork escape Argus? By getting outside the building. They haven't said. They probably won't explain it unless Diggle somehow has like some insight on it in some point in the episode. Because, Argus, but they haven't said anything about it. I'm excited to see Oliver. I said if they did a final season of The Flash, they should bring Oliver back. Now we got our wish. Yeah, well, I think that was always kind of expected, but you never know. If that happened, Eric Wallace will have to go into witness protection, giving Oliver 2.5 minutes. Yeah. It'd be cool if we had a Flash versus Arrow fight one last time. I don't think that's happening. I wonder if the whole Chester thing was a way to get everybody else out of the episode, and then they just come back at the end where they're all of a sudden like, "Oh, hey, what happened?" So that we can focus on Barry Wally and Bloodwork and all of that stuff until Amel comes in. Oh my god, how many more episode or commercials can there be? Fuck. There's now been 3 different commercial breaks or commercials in this break for different shows that they have. Like, is no one else buying your fucking ads? Oh, Jesse, quick flashback. Was the Chester thing? He didn't drink the drink, so he wasn't affected. So Bloodwork sent all of the other people from the party after him, and he ran away. Oh, I thought he was going to do the like finger to the forehead thing like Oliver did. When we get to pep talk. We got Chester P on the run. The hell? What is going on? What the heck is happening? That's what I'm asking, Eddie. Oh my god, they killed the actual director. Wait, the other director is still alive. That's the weirdest scene yet. This is going well. What is this? That sounded painful. Well, this was inside Wally's head, isn't it? Wait, I'm so confused, man. Here we go. What did you do this time? Okay, wait. What if Barry actually died there, and that's how he's running into Oliver? And Oliver has to get him back to life, and that's how he comes into the real world. I know it's a little out there, but this has been a little out there episode so far. um, so much happening in the chat. No way I can keep up with all of this. Sad we can't get the Jesse actor back. Yeah, I mean scheduling just was tough, right? Um, what the heck is happening? Yeah, I asked that question too, guys. I feel like you're watching a whole different show. Not really. We've had some pretty trippy episodes in the past, especially with Bloodwork. Bloodwork had some head gamey episodes. While he's standing like that, looks like a scene from a horror movie. Yeah. Bloodwork took Eric Wallace's job? In what way? Oh, do you mean the director thing? Well, I mean, technically he took Danielle Panabaker's job because she's the one directing this episode. Um, Flash is now a sitcom? Not really. This is nothing about this has been very sitcom-y. I kind of figured Wally still had that anger inside of him all this time. Wally just killed Barry. Yeah, R.I.P. Barry. Oliver died with a couple episodes left in his show, so it makes sense he'll kill Barry. Yeah, so the rest of the series is just going to go on without Barry Allen, the Flash. It'd be funny if Wally killed Barry and that's how the show ends. They actually, I know they haven't said this yet, but they're actually not airing episodes 10 to 13. They're just ending the show tonight. He's back. Yeah, he's back. The Flash is a sitcom now. Not this episode, at least. I mean, there might be some episodes where you could say it feels a little sitcom-y, but definitely not this one. Barry just died like his dad. I mean, dying happens. What if Barry and Oliver are in heaven and Chester has to bring them back? No, well, Oliver is omnipotent. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He can, snap his fingers and bring Barry back. They broke the fourth wall? Did they? When did they break the fourth? Oh, the director. Shit. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, a little bit. No, because they didn't talk directly to us. I'm enjoying the episode. Yeah, so am I. A little weird, little clunky in a couple of spots, but it has been good. There's the Lex Luthor trailer. Okay, well, I'm reading chat, so I can't see what you saw. Are we back already? We're on Leon You, guys. AKA Central Park. We have an Earth 4125. Wow. Oh no. How? That's awesome. All right. Oh, here we go. Business is about to pick up. Oliver called on Keown. You know what? Maybe. Oh, you see the little black specks on Wally's chest. I'm gonna have to look at my photos and see if that showed up that night. Title makes sense now. Run, Barry, run. Here we go. Let's go. Oh, the logo. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sold. I don't even know how far behind I am in the chat. I am assuming it's much. Okay, the last thing I remember seeing was the Lex Luthor trailer. Okay. The Flash and take Barry's yeah, okay. Barry didn't want to stop hugging Oliver. Yeah. Uh, yep. Oliver's Monitor 2.0, basically. Keone, you go girl. Yeah, that Keone scene was fun. Red Death is confirmed from another Earth. Yes, Earth 4125. Um, Oliver called on Keone. Might have. She might have felt something that like he could put out there. There's a lot going on here, so pardon me if I'm just like skipping a whole bunch. He's in the suit, Green Arrow. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have failed the city. I have not. Just punches Barry. Yeah. I love that. Barry's like, you're not gonna boop me on the head again. He's like, oh no, not booping you. I like that logo at the end. Oh, that was awesome, wasn't it? I'm gonna have to go back later and get that. That was awesome. I like that Oliver can only come back because the multiverse is in danger. Yeah, they had to find a reason to make sure he's not back permanently. That was the one thing I think they really had to do. They had to find a way to make the all of what happened on Arrow stick. You can't just like have him change everything, and that's why he won't be in the finale because the multiverse won't be in danger. Oliver should have said that with Green Arrow voice. You love this episode much? Yeah, best episode so far of this season. Yes, 100%. We're not even done. 100% already the best episode of this season. Pretty wild we've had so far, eh, guys? Why did it click on that? I meant to unclick the other one. There we go. Yeah, that was a funny way to send Barry back a punch in the head. Yeah. I mean, I guess whatever needs to be done, you do, right? Like that's how. If that's how it works, I guess that's how it works. This should have been the season premiere, but then you would have had like 9 episodes of boring, right? You would have had to wait all the way to episode 10 to get anything interesting. I think having 5 episodes in a row that will be good is better than having one way at the start and then 8 sucky ones in the middle. Had a bowl of like pizza crusts sitting beside me, and I just knocked them all over my room. This is awesome. Incredible. Just everywhere. Ah, shit. Okay, it's gonna take a while to clean up. Gotta at least clean up the most obvious ones. No episode on yet. Okay. Get all the crumbs later. Excuse me. I'm just gonna turn off the camera for a second. I am still here, just moving things around. Should put that away. Oops. Stupid. We on it back yet? Not yet. Okay. Got time to sweep. Sweep, sweep. Come on, broom. Okay. All right. How much more time? Oh, we're back. Shit. Oh, that's the. I saw that scene get done. Oh, it's good to see those fight scenes again. I love how everyone's just in a line. She burning off the blood work parts or something? That was a cool scene, especially with the moon above them. Everyone's been waiting for that hug. Ramsey Russo? I knew it. You have failed the city. Cecile feels again. All right. Still got 9 minutes left. I don't know what they're going to fill in those last 9 minutes with, but that was a pretty strong action sequence. All right. I'm missing a lot of the chat for obvious reasons. Pep talk time? Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a pep talk at some point, right? It just has to be. Blood work always looks so nasty in that form. Yeah. You failed the city is famous quote. Yep. Well, we knew it was coming because some guy that was at the set happened to hear it and spoiled that. That Canadagraphs guy. Team Arrow and Team Flash. Yeah. It's a good thing they shut her up this episode. Cecile. Yeah. Man, that was awesome. It was. That was a great sequence. That was a great action sequence from the time they started doing action to the end of it. As far as he's not happy, he's not sick anymore. I mean, that same thing happened or not quite the same thing, but kind of the same thing when Eobard was dying, remember? And then he was mad that he wasn't dying anymore because his, power had been taken away. When did Keone level up? She's more powerful. Sometime in the last 3 weeks, apparently. What's up? This is what's up. Ad. Welcome. This episode's a 10 out of 10 for you. Good to hear. Good to hear. I don't know what I'll rate it yet, but I think 10 will be a grade a lot of people will give it just for nostalgia reasons. I think, barring them completely dropping the ball in the last 7 minutes, I'm giving it somewhere between 9 plus to like maybe high 9s. Can't quite say it's a 10, but it's high. Little brother sister talk. He does seem like the type of guy that would send a long ass email. Ooh, are we gonna get something? Ah, damn it, Oliver! No, Oliver. O'Shaughnessy's. This is the same speech I had at the first interaction. Bye! Next episode, Eobard. Okay. Okay, okay. Let me just switch headphones here now that I don't need those ones. Holy freaking shirt balls. How's everyone doing after that episode? How's everyone doing? How is everybody? Let me try and catch up to the chat a little bit here. Party one last time. Yep, they had one more last party for Oliver. He got to say goodbye to Diggle this time. Oliver and Diggle won the last time. Yep. He has his Spectre powers back. Yeah, but no money. Didn't bring any money. Will Oliver be in the finale? No. The Oliver theme. They did the Oliver theme. Did they? I probably heard it and just didn't register. Next week looks insane. Yeah. Now that I know little bits that I already like, obviously I knew the bits that I saw that was filmed, but I didn't know there was even like a telephone there that he was talking on. The angles I had, that phone was out of my periphery. I didn't know any of that. Love that. Love that reference to episode 1 from season 1 that Oliver came him. Yeah, I caught that too. The chat they had on top of the art gallery that where he was basically asking saying he could inspire the city and stuff like that. Yeah. I love that episode so much. I'm still trying to process it. Yeah, I think we'll all be doing that for a little bit. I am 100% going to be rewatching that as soon as I'm able to somewhere. Yeah. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just going to put a tweet and say what I thought of the episode. Okay, I think I've summarized it. Where was I? StreamYard. There we go. Okay, so next week looks insane. Yes, it does. We know that cube was not from Oliver. I was a little disappointed in that line. Like I said earlier, when someone else is like, I'm giving the episodes a 10 out of 10, I'm like, I'll wait and see if they land or stick the landing down the stretch, make sure they don't fumble down the stretch. That was a fumble. Didn't take away from the episode that much, but that's a fumble. I did not like that line. Because of that, I'm probably giving it about a 9.6. It was probably about a 9.8, 9.9 without that. I think I'm giving it about a 9.6. 8 out of 10 for this episode. Your favorite of the season easily. Only an 8. All right. I mean, I don't know what your grading system generally is like, but yeah, all right. Welcome back, Destroyer. Great episode. Abdul gives it a 9. Laura gives it a 9.5. Eddie, episode 10, setting up Cobalt Blue story, right? Yes, we see that scene with Joe carrying the little blue cube that I photographed. Yes. Interesting they didn't show Rick in the thing at all, though, eh? Sorry, guys. I keep closing tabs before I'm done with them. Oh my god, I had it. I actually had the tab open. I just didn't know it. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Okay. So, okay. I think I'm caught up on opening and closing things. This is the best episode of the season easily. Oh, far and away easily. Far and away easily. Oliver Queen, you have saved this season. Did he save the season with one episode? Come on, Lionel. Be honest. Yeah. It was a great episode, and I think it definitely polishes up what has been so far a dirty turd. Definitely polishes it up. They will have to really nail the last 4 episodes, I think, for people to look back on this positively overall, though, as a season. Trailer? Yeah, there was a trailer. There was a trailer for episode 10. That Barry and Oliver scene was great. You'll have to narrow it down. If you mean the last one, yeah, but they all were. So much to love about this one. Oh, this is a great episode. Great episode. I will be surprised if there's any people out there giving it any negative ratings that are serious. Yeah. All right. I am gonna just let the Twitterverse know I am still on right now. All right. Hopefully, we get a little more activity here because it's a little quieter than I thought it'd be. I don't know if it's because people haven't watched it yet or what. Where was I? Eric Wallace, you have saved this episode. Man, that episode was so good. I might watch it again tomorrow. Everything was so well written. I'll give it up to Daniel Panabaker as the director. This was absolutely amazing. I agree. This episode was amazing. I will, as soon as I see reaction videos tonight, if I see any in my timeline from one of the reactors I follow that do the full reactions, I'm probably watching it on there too. Because I want to see it again too. Did I see Superman and Lois? Yes. I am caught up on Superman and Lois. I am not caught up on Gotham Knights, though. They should have done Red Death arc in back half of the season because we know about the multiverse. Nah. Would you really want them closing out the season with that arc, knowing how bad it was now? Would you really want them closing out the entire Arrowverse with that arc, seeing how poorly it came across? No. What's up, CG? Saw your tweet about this episode, so that's why I jumped on here. Oh, well, thank you, and welcome. And I hope you have to wait till Friday. Well, we'll be talking a lot of spoilers here, Talab. So I understand if you have to leave. I understand, but thank you for coming in anyways. Yeah, it is worth seeing. Yes. I don't know what else I was going to say there. You got a lot of Danielle in this episode. A lot more than you would have thought, considering she is the director, right? Like, she had between her three characters. I mean, well, one of them literally was just falling out of a casket, but between her three characters, one, two, three, four, 5 or 6 scenes of her, right? So I mean, that's a good amount of scenes for someone that was doing the directing. Yeah. The trailer looks awesome next week. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone was waiting to see when Eobard would come back with Matt Letcher's version, and now we know. Finally know about the multiverse. They even addressed Eric's Reloaded's criticism about Red Death being from a different timeline. She is from a different Earth. Oliver even gave it a number. Yeah, Earth 4125. I knew, I mean, I didn't know, I did not have previous knowledge, but I knew in my head that she was always from a different Earth. I know she called it a different timeline, but in my head, I'm like, she's from another Earth, not another timeline. So yeah. It would have been great if Oliver shot Barry with an arrow one last time. That would have been kind of funny. They'd go out with a bang. Yeah, they did. They went out with a bang for the Swan Song episode of Oliver, Wally, and Diggle. Great job. Amazing job. We tied up some loose ends. We tied up some of the Arrow stuff with the family, which that's going to infuriate Legend fans a little bit because now we've tied up some of Arrow, and we haven't tied up Legends. You know, that's gonna trigger a few of them. I think that was an amazing way to close out Oliver as a hero. Yes, it was. You have to wait till Netflix. I could watch it tomorrow, but I want the best quality, obviously. Very fair, very fair. Yeah, I obviously, there's a couple places I know I could watch it right now, but yeah, they wouldn't be the highest quality yet. So I understand that it is definitely worth the wait. I mean, I wouldn't want to wait, but I also understand it's worth the wait. I think this episode is a good omen for the final 4 episodes. Yeah. I've been trying to tell people for a little while, since episode 7-ish. I've been trying to tell people, I'm like, they're not gonna go out with a whimper. They might trip a little bit like they did in this episode with the Oliver line talking about the Green Lantern ring. There might be the small hiccups in an episode, but that happens in every episode of every TV show almost ever. But I think they're going to nail the important parts. They're going to nail most of the unimportant parts. There might be a small hiccup here or there that it might get an eye roll from some people, or a little like, oh, what are they doing moment. But I think 93% of what they're going to do in the final 4 episodes are going to be solid. I love that Barry said to Oliver, "You number the Earth." Well, yeah, I mean, somebody had to number them, right? To be honest, I would rather the first half of the final season to be trash and let the last half be great. Exactly. I've been trying to say this to people for a while. I gave people so many times I've been telling people, because they were just like, oh, why couldn't they do this? Why couldn't they do that? I'm like, would you rather have 5 great episodes to wrap out the show, or would you rather have 13 mid episodes? Because that's your only 2 options. That's your only 2 options on this budget. And I wonder if after tonight they've changed their mind, some of them, because some of them were like, oh, it takes 13 mid episodes because these first 8 sucked. I'm like, you just wait. You're going to be eating your words. Do you think Wally got the closure he needed in the episode, considering everything he went through? Hard to say. I think he'll get the closure in the way that he now knows he has to find it in himself instead of looking elsewhere for it. I think that might be the message we're getting for Wally, but I can't say. So many things are going on in the episode. I can honestly say, sincerely, little, and it's just more of a personality thing. I'm a little zoned out when it comes into that like meditative personality type stuff. So when he was talking about that type of stuff, I maybe wasn't as 100% focused on that as I am on other parts of the episode. So maybe on a second watch, I'll pay attention to see what I think. Um, Finally, I can watch the reactions where they are more positive. Yeah, we'll definitely get some more positive reactions to this one because the first 8 have been an adventure. I can't pick a favorite moment, too many to choose from. Fair enough. Okay, question to everybody in the chat. Tonight's episode. Your favorite moment from tonight's episode. I want to hear them now. All right, let's hear them. Do I have a favorite moment? I mean, the hug when Oliver and Barry first run into each other in wherever it was. I want to say Purgatory, but I can't remember. Would be very high up there, but I don't know. The Oliver Diggle hug would be up there. Oliver, when he said, "You have failed the city." Ooh, when he punches Barry, that's a good one, Jordan. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah. All right. Hopefully, I'll have a couple people tell me what they think. I could tell even from this that they were saving budget for the last 5. Yeah, this was actually a notably better episode from CGI stuff too, which makes sense. I mean, all that money into blood work, the money for that hole up in the sky, the lasso lightning thing, the fight, the run through the city between Wally and Barry. Where'd that budget come from? Episodes 6, 7, and 8. Yeah. Just came in. This episode was a 10 out of 10. Very fair grade, Abby. I gave it a 9.6 because there was just a couple of small little scritches that I'm kind of like, not the biggest fan of that particular moment, but amazing episode. I still think it's ridiculous that Cecile and Allegra are costumes with less than 4 episodes left when they should have had costumes in like 7 and 8. It is what it is, you got to remember that even though the show is ending for us, the idea that they as characters will probably still be out in Central City fighting crime for years on end, those suits are still going to get some use out of them. I feel like Barry, Wally has lost a lot of people. Yeah, they have. It's what being a hero is. Same with Oliver. Oliver's lost a lot of people. What would you give it? What would I give it? I just said. What did I score the episode out of 10? I just gave that. Bloodworks throwing his black goose through the multiverse portal was gross. Yes, it was actually. Can make a good episode, but sadly he's doing this too rarely. Sorry, Rob. Can you clarify what exactly you were trying to say there? Diggle gets to say goodbye to Oliver and Barry and Oliver's final conversations. Okay, all right. I said one moment. One. Our favorite moments. Did I say moments? I might have said moments. Yeah, see the trailer for next week. I did. The Oliver and Barry hugging was one of your favorite moments, and punching Barry was so funny. I love the punching Barry scene because Barry was just so worried about being booped in the forehead, and he should have been more worried. Oliver and Diggle was awesome, and you failed the city was your favorite moments. Fair enough. I think I just said practically all of those. 9.6, that's amazing. It was a great episode. A slow start. First 10 minutes, I kind of was a little nervous that we weren't going to get some amazing stuff. I was like, could they really deliver on the back half to make this first 10 minutes? Because the first 10 minutes was a little, like, it was still good, and it set up points in the rest of the episode that pay off the kind of slow start. If Chester kissed Allegra and brought her back to normal, this episode would have been a 10. Okay. Also, Oliver fights the SWAT team. Oh, God, the fight scene was amazing, right? I have missed that. And, like, James Bamford wasn't on the set for this, so it's not like he was the one directing the fight scene. But they clearly had some Arrow influence there, because I don't think there's anyone on Flash's team that deals with um, unpowered fight scenes on the regular. All of their action is in speed time. They would have had to have someone on there that has that Arrow experience, and they did great with it. Oliver is shiniest part of the episode. Okay. CG got to go. I'll keep my eye out for the tweets, and we'll be there next time. All right, have a good one, Talhab, and enjoy the episode when you finally get to see it. They also put a nice period mark on Diggle's lantern ring story. No, they didn't. I hated that line. I hated that. That was the only part of the episode that I legitimately took points away for. Were you surprised to find out who Onomatopoeia was? No, of course. I don't know if you follow my blog, Jordan, but I'm the one that broke that Onomatopoeia was coming to the show. Barry should have been worried if Oliver was going to shoot him again. I'm glad they didn't spoil this episode before it aired. Otherwise, people would have been so mad. What do you mean spoil it? How? How do you mean, Eddie? Welcome, Scott. How you doing? Have you seen the episode yet, Scott? The Wally versus Barry scene was great too. Yeah, it was. Like I said, everything from the moment when action actually started taking place to the end of the action scene was great. Great. I won't be able to watch the episode till tomorrow. Ooh, well, we're talking a lot of spoilers here. Oh, you don't care about spoilers, right? Does Bloodwork die? No. How does Oliver return? All right, Scott, you don't care about spoilers. I'll spoil it for you. Oliver returns when Barry dies. Barry Allen died for a bit. That's how Oliver returns. And they explain why he can't stick around as well, because he can only come in when the multiverse is in danger. So that is where his interaction with the episode starts and ends. He's in it for a good 20 minutes or so, but he comes in when Wally kills Barry, and then he ends it out. He has to go back to the afterlife. I meant I'm glad they didn't spoil so much when the trailer first aired. Yeah, I mean, they gave you the things they already knew, people knew ahead of time, like, Oliver's in, Wally's in. So they had enough stuff to give you a trailer without. The only time they'll really spoil things in a trailer is if too much of something is already known, or if they really feel they desperately need to sell something. Like, say, let's throw a crazy thing. Let's say this episode didn't have Steven and David and Sendil in it, but they had a really secret guest star. And the ratings have been going down. It's been getting shit on in reviews. And suddenly they're like, guys, we have this A-list actor in this episode and no one knows about it, and the episode's going to barely get watched. And they're kind of like, okay. And then they just slip in like a 2-second scene that shows, let's say like frickin' Robert Pattinson. They're like, show a 2-second scene of Robert Pattinson in the episode, and people are all of a sudden like, oh my God, Robert Pattinson, and then they'll tune in. That's the only time they'll really spoil things, is if they need it to carry the episode ratings wise. Besides that, they generally just rely on putting enough information out there for people to know what's coming. um, Scott Bebo brings Oliver back and turns him into Bebo. Yeah, that was actually Jordan. I was trying to do it without pointing out spoilers. Wow. Does Bloodwork get arrested? Yes. My weakest point is Keone using her powers, and we have never seen her progress on how her powers work. I have no problem with that. A lot of stuff happens off screen. Cecile powers leveled up all off screen. uh, so Keone is basically Frost. Not exactly, but she has some of the overlapping skill sets. And you called it, by the way. You called it earlier in the episode when you're like, Oliver summoned Keone. You called it. This is never happening, but since Grant isn't cameoing in the Flash movie, Oliver would make a lot of sense since the film is a multiverse threat. Again, no chance this will happen, though. Nah, never going to happen. They would cast their own Oliver. CG, are you going to be watching the Flash movie? Because I know some who say they're not going. Yes, I will. I'm not gonna lie. I feel a little dirty about the fact I'd be giving money to a franchise that's kept Ezra on, but from the sounds of it, it is such an amazing movie. You probably are going to just look past it. You know, it is what it is. CG, I just read that Oliver Queen is the most powerful in the DC universe. Just about. You gotta remember, there's Cecile. Cecile Horton is the most powerful everything in the universe. No, Cecile powers leveled up because she's Supermom. Right. The original ending of the Flash movie was to have Keaton as a new DCU Batman and Supergirl replacing Superman instead. Interested to see how ending has changed since the movie is still rebooting the DC films. Well, how do you know that? Did you see the original? You can't. No way you knew that to be a fact. You might have heard it from some fandom thing, but you don't know that to be a fact. Maybe Keone powers are activated only when she is in danger. No, because she herself was not in danger. Oh, I guess technically maybe she was if the world had gotten taken over. I guess technically she could have been in danger. But directly in that moment, she wasn't in danger. So I don't know. Starting to see it now. Keone is going to be an important part at the end after the way she helped in the fight. Yeah. Did Oliver defeat Bloodwork? Yes. Did the others help him? I'm trying to remember. No, yeah. Oliver defeats Bloodwork. Yes. Oliver Queen needs to be in the new DCU. They could do a lot with his character. Maybe. Guys, I'm gonna take like a 2-minute break. I just want to like go to the washroom and rest my throat for a minute. You can probably hear that starting to get away on me. So I'm just gonna take like a 2, maybe 3-minute break. Anyone that comes in, if they're like, "What's going on?" Just tell them like I like vanished. I went back. I'm the Spectre. Just tell them I'm the Spectre. I'll be back if the world's in trouble.
I have a throat lozenge in my mouth, so you might hear like some odd sounds for a couple minutes, but I am back. So if you hear like swallowing sounds and that, I apologize. But if you want me to keep talking, I had to do something. Where was I? I think Keon has nature powers. Fair enough. I think you're probably right. Keaton was cut in Aquaman 2 and in the canceled Batgirl, which they both originally supposed to be released after the Flash movie. That that doesn't really answer much anything. Like, I don't think that is validation of anything. Barry and Wally lasso blood work. That they did. That they did. They did a little cross arm thing on him. There's a test screening leaked of the old cut. Was there? Who do you know that's seen it? And how old of a cut? Plus, old cuts of test screenings. I mean, test screenings in general. The one people are seeing right now that just saw it yesterday at that comic thing or other promo places, like I think Ben on DC TV show got to see it. That's not going to be the finished product. It might be very, very close to the finished product, but it might not be the finished product. Just got to remember that. CG went to Jenna and Sophie's universe. I have a source that early test screenings of Flash and Aquaman 2. Okay. I mean, I don't know who your source is, so I can't even like answer how reliable it is. CG went to find another multiverse. He'll be right back. I did find another multiverse actually. Over there, they're on season 12 of Arrow right now. It's wild. Seems the show lasted a lot longer over there when they didn't have Oliver marry Felicity and they had him marry Laurel instead, and it's crazy. It's actually a ratings juggernaut. Does Keown fight blood work? Technically, a little bit. She reverses the effects he has on some people, but she doesn't fight him directly one-on-one, no. I feel totally satisfied with Mandalorian Season 3, even if we didn't get a bunch of guest stars like in Season 2, the story worked. Yeah, I liked Mando Season 3. Yeah, I would agree. I liked it. Well, welcome back to this universe, CG. Thank you. It was a bit of a struggle. I actually hopped to 3 other universes before I got back to the right one. Barry and Wally stole Wonder Woman's move in this episode. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. This is like a year ago. Okay. They did a lot of stuff in the episode. It certainly didn't need a multi-part arc. Yeah, I think it comes across as a great singular episode. If it had been a 2-episode thing, it could have maybe been watered down. You know what I'm saying? Like to stretch the quality out over 2 episodes. Yeah, I know everyone wants to see more of Oliver, see more of Wally, all of those things, but you also got to think: will it actually be good value for the episode? And sometimes too much is too bad. Barry and Wally using lightning rope on Bloodwork was awesome. Yes, it was. CG over there. Does Chegra exist? No. Over there, Chester is he is with some girl that works at Jitters, and Allegra. Over there, Allegra doesn't have her little ear tattoo thing behind her ear from the gang, and she is with Canada Graphs, and he is actually the Flash, and the show is all about him and not the side characters. It's a crazy, crazy world. Season 14 is coming out soon there. I I wonder if CW don't change the owner. Arrowverse. I wonder if CW didn't change the owner. Arrowverse be continued with new shows. Probably something would have come out. Honestly, I think so. It's not just the CW; it's the CW and Warner Brothers. You would have needed both of those things to survive for them, I think, to have new shows coming out. With even one of those two things happening, yeah, I don't think a new show comes out. Um, can you join the stream? Sorry, Dovix, I don't even know who you are. I mean, I know I've seen your name around, but I don't actually really know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Any tease for Cobalt Blue at the end of the episode? Only in the trailer. The trailer for episode 10 shows the scene. You've seen it obviously in my set photos in my blog or on my YouTube video when Joe's carrying the crystal in his hand. That is the only reference you get to it. That's in the trailer. I wonder if Cobalt Blue connects to this episode somehow. Doesn't look like it. Is Rick causing it in the next episode? Who knows? I think he is because he was supposed to be working that day that I saw that scene getting shot. So I think he's in the episode. They just didn't show him in the trailer. Sounds like a world you want to be in. Fair enough. If you want to revisit moments from tonight's episode, TV promos on YouTube has posted some scenes. I'll just watch the whole thing as a whole episode. I'm not going to watch 2-minute clips at a time. But thanks. I agree with you. I was a little nervous when this episode started because I was wondering when they're going to get to Oliver. I think that's part of the problem. I think a lot of people would have went into this episode kind of like, all right, where's Oliver? 7 minutes in. All right, when's Oliver getting here? 11 minutes in. All right, when's Oliver getting here? The episode is still fine, and it set up a lot of things that needed to set up for the episode to go the way it was going. But I think a lot of people probably that were watching it just wanting to see Oliver sat there for, what was it, probably like 28, 30, 32 minutes, somewhere in that range before we got our first Oliver sighting. So, yeah. Heroes Eobard is back next episode. That is correct. They have a lot to wrap up in 4 episodes. Well, do they? What do you feel they need to wrap up, Scott? I think that's a good question to ask so I have an idea of what you think needs wrapped up. When will the final season be out on Netflix? I guess that depends where you live, Delvix, because here they drop each episode on Friday individually. So, I don't know. The US? I have no idea. That's like I think that's one of the few places where they drop it all as one season, right? They don't do individual episodes in the US, right? So you have to wait for the season to end, and then you have to wait for them to get the streaming rights to that season, whatever agreed upon date they tell them, right? Yeah, the Flash movie screened yesterday still had some unfinished effects, and any post-credit scenes were not screened. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds here. Okay. How Eddie returns. How do all the bad guys return? How does he become Cobalt Blue, Barry, and Iris Future? No idea. I feel like the episode without Oliver would have been good, but I don't think a lot of Arrow fans would have tuned in just for Diggle. No, of course not, because he's been on like 5 times since then, right? The guy literally did the entire tour of the Arrowverse last season, or was it the season before? It's so many years have gone by now. Um, I don't know what else to add here, guys. I have run out of things to say, and I legitimately my voice is starting to become a little bit of a strain. So yeah. What day is the finale? You can probably Google it faster than I can find it, Dovix. I'd have to open up a tab, look it up. You can probably Google it faster than I can. May something or other. Late May. Whatever the last Wednesday in May is, I think. That's all they have to cram into 4 episodes. Oh, sorry. I now understand what you're saying. Okay. Because you asked earlier about that they have a lot to wrap up in 4 episodes. I asked you what, and then you replied, and I just read it as a random comment. Okay, I follow now. I'm sorry. How Eddie returns. How do all the bad guys return? How does he become Cobalt Blue? Barry and Iris in the future. It's not a lot. They could wrap all that up in 2 episodes. Honestly, that's 2 episodes right there. You could honestly cram it into 1 episode. It just might be really sloppy. But that's 2 episodes tops. I gotta give it up to you, man. You gave us some amazing behind the scenes and sets when they were filming this episode, and I just want to say thank you for that episode. It was so awesome. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it. I sometimes, when I'm done, I feel like, man, I feel like I could have done better. I feel like I could have done more. But sometimes, dumb luck gets in the way, or sometimes, be honest, like this. So brutally leveling with everybody about this stuff. The videos I put up on YouTube for the behind the scenes stuff makes me very little money. Like we're talking $2 to $10 in ad revenue on most videos. My blog makes even less, probably anywhere from 45 cents to $5. Like there is not a lot of money for me putting in the time doing that. So sometimes I have a lot of stuff and I just look at it, I'm like, whew, that's a lot of work and I have things to do right now. And to do it for, that I do a lot of this just to give you guys something to look at because I'm not making a lot of money off it. I make more off super chats than all of it combined. And so like when I'm there and I do a set and I put it up for you guys, I see people all the time, they used to make that comment like, oh, you do this for the clicks and for the ad revenue. No, I could bring up my ad revenue right now, and you could tell what's my current monthly studios analytics. Okay, we'll look at March. How am I going to do this without showing my thing? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a screen cap and show it. Give me a minute, guys. All right, give me a second here to move tabs. Make sure I have this properly done. All right. All right, well, let's see. Let's see if this works. It says there's something there, but I'm not seeing it showing up in the thing. Let's see. Why is it doing this clicking thing? Okay, I'm gonna have to do this a different way. Sorry, guys. Okay, give me a second. I'll figure it out. Save as. Okay. Now, gotta open up that. Open up that. Okay. Now close this so that I don't accidentally open up the wrong one. Try this again. Okay. So this here, right here, that's how much I made off of all of the videos I have combined in the month of March. See, March 1st to 31st, 117.48. That's it. That's an entire month. And 60% of this money is off of super chats. 60% of this money is off super chats. Okay, guys? Probably even higher. Probably 75% is off super chats. So, when I'm doing this, actual ad revenue from videos, ad revenue, not including super chats, that's probably like $50. So yeah, when people are like, oh, well, you do it for the clicks, for the ads and all that stuff, they have no idea what they're talking about, man. They have no idea how little money blogs and YouTube videos make if you don't get things like super chats or sponsorships and things like that, man. The whole reason I started doing this originally wasn't to like sell blog ads and YouTube ads. It was just to promote my site for the autograph content because that's where I make my money is off autographs, But yeah, sorry I got on a side tangent about that. But thank you, Eddie, for the comment. Favorite character in Mando season 3? I don't know. Baby Yoda. It's an easy answer. Last episode's May 24th. There's the answer for whoever was asking that. I don't know if you see the Flash movie Japanese trailer. No, I'm not going to watch a Japanese trailer. So that means it will be on Netflix 2 weeks after the finale because they did that with season 8. Okay, well there you go. You answered your own question. There's no way they could have wasted any time on Legends this season. No, of course not. I mean, they don't owe Legends that. Do you like the Star Wars movies? Yes, of course. Did you see that Grant's Flash made a small cameo in the Titans show? Yep. They did the same thing that Titans did with the Flash. They just took some old reused footage and crammed it in there with the permission of the studio. Say 50-50 on Cisco in the finale. I say 0-100. If he shows up, I am wrong for the first time in a long time about one of these things. But they're not paying the money that's needed for him to film a scene in California. They're just not. He is not a big enough draw to the show for a show with no money to put out the money. They need to bring him in to film a scene down there. He did not come to Vancouver. I think they brought Oliver into the episode at the right time. He was all over the back part of the episode. Yeah, he carried a lot of minutes in the back half. Sandil Ramamurthy carried a lot in this episode. He was in a large chunk of this episode. He carried a lot of minutes. Flash season 9 will be on Netflix 22 days after the finale. Okay. Do you think Oliver will be in the finale? Nope. I would be surprised. I would be disappointed if Cisco doesn't come in the finale, but I understand why. Yeah. So I know I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Someone I know that worked on the show, two different people gave me sort of similar answers, but the one I keep going back to is the one that specifically said it this way. When I was talking to them, and I'm like, oh, like this was after that night shoot that I did, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I still wanna find other sets because I'm looking for other people coming into the show. And they're like, well, who are you looking for? I'm like, well, Carlos, of course. And they're like, who else? And I'm like, I don't know, whoever else might be in it, but Carlos would be obviously the main one. And they're like, you should go into the finale with lowered expectations. Basically, they're telling me like, Carlos ain't here, Carlos hasn't been here, and all of that. So, yeah, that's what I think. All right, I'm going to start wrapping this up, guys, in the next 8 minutes. It'll be 7 o'clock in 8 minutes. If you have any super chats, I will answer those, but if not, I can't promise I'm going to be answering anything. I'm going to type that in the chat starting now. Any comments beyond this point that are not super chats may possibly not get answered depending on the time left. I have to put in brackets on YouTube because I forgot I'm also on Twitch right now and they don't have super chats there. Well, they do, just I'm not signed up for that program. Okay. Where was I? You're welcome, bro. You do have an amazing content. Plus, we wouldn't have seen that cool outside shot of Grant that night. You faced the rain and all, and that wind that blew your phone down. Blew my phone down. Oh yeah. I've dropped my phone a couple of times when I've been streaming, so I can't remember which time that would have been. But I think you're talking at the art gallery from the night they filmed this episode, right? That's the night you're talking about? Yeah. We're watching the episode right now. Cool. I plan to do that sometime in the not so distant future. Is Giancarlo Esposito nice? I have met him twice. One time I had nothing for him, so I didn't really engage with him, but he came across nice for the people that did ask him. And then the other time I ran into him, it was literally just him and I on the street. He had all of the excuse in the world to not stop because he had a handful of groceries and was on the phone. So he had like a bag in one hand, like an old paper bag type bag, not like the ones you carry in the handle. He had like a paper bag of things and was on the phone. So he didn't even have a free hand. And I remember I didn't even try to interrupt him because I didn't want to piss him off. So I just kind of showed the photo to him. It was a Breaking Bad photo because obviously Mandalorian didn't exist yet. So I showed him the photo, and he actually put the phone over to his shoulder and like grabbed and signed for me. And I said to him, like, I've got a couple. I don't know how much time you got. And he goes, I'll do one for free right now. He's like, I know what you guys do with them. I have no problem with you making a buck. He's like, but I'll just do one for now. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. I mean, you've literally got your hands full. I can't argue with that. So yeah, I had no problem with them. But that is it for everything here, guys. Just looking at the last question to see if there's anything that really needs to be answered. Will be just as good as tonight's episode was because I think we're getting took in a different time. Do I think it'll be as good as last week's the episode that just went by tonight? Probably not, but it's to be better than 1 through 8. So yeah, I think we get into some good episodes, but possibly 9 could be better than 10, depending how it all unfolds, right? We'll see. We're gonna have to wait and see. So that is it for today. I think I'm done here. great episode. The one episode tonight probably rubs off about 30%. I'll say 30% of the terrible rating episodes 1 through 8 got. So let's say episode 1 through 8 this season, you gave it like a 5 out of 10. And even that's probably generous. It honestly feels more like a 4 out of 10 season. I think after this episode tonight, you can probably give it like a 5.5 to a 6.5 out of 10 for the season because of this one episode. Still not an amazing grade, but it is better than the 4 or 5 that you would have given it before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when my next stream is, guys. Maybe on the weekend I will do something. We will see. Always hard to say. Plus, I don't know how my voice is. That break I took a few minutes ago seems to have done well. I'm okay right now, but I can just feel at the back of my throat. There's always just this little tickly scratch feeling. Speaking of that, so I don't know. Obviously, a GeoGuessr, I do that sometimes, Saturdays or Sundays. You know, Saturdays on Twitch, I usually do it. Sundays on YouTube sometimes. But another live stream to talk about the shows, I don't know. Probably be a few days. Best case scenario would be like Saturday, I think. We'll see. But thanks everyone for coming by. And if you haven't watched the episode again yet, like Davix did, I would say probably a good thing to do tonight because that was an amazing episode, guys. And I probably missed some things because I was talking over things, and I'm going to have to watch it again without that distraction. Thank you, everyone, for came by. Thank you, everyone, for came by. I English very good, guys. Thank you, everyone, for that. I almost did it again. Thank you, everyone, who came by for the stream and watched along with me, and everyone that came in after and before for the chat. Thanks also. Thanks to the super chats. I think Gary, and I think I had one other super chat earlier tonight. I can't even find them because of the way the program is set up. Cool. Yes, Gary with 3 super chats tonight. Thank you, Gary. And thank you, everyone else that was here. And I will see you in the future or possibly on another Earth. Maybe. All right. Have a good one, everyone. And great episode. That is my final comment. Good night.